So my Crackle Barrel commentary, a lot of people really enjoyed it. I'm sure a couple people were wondering, Matt, why are you making such a big deal over the barrel? Well, number one, I'm an avid Crackle Barreler. My wife and I love that place. They have delicious breakfast foods, and it's a goofy time. Like, you get to go there, they have all the funny shit on the walls. It's a silly place, and I like silly things. I like things that are authentically dumb, childish, and they're supposed to be that way. And by changing the logo, a company that is classically American, it's about road trips, it's about Sunday breakfast after church, it's a place that holds a lot of like classic American art. You could say that it's not, but you'd be wrong, because an old Coca-Cola sign is classic American art. An old railroad sign, these are classic American art pieces. And I've heard all kinds of different people's explanation. They needed to take the racism out of it or something like that, which is the silliest thing, because every time I go into Crackle Barrel, I am a minority there. It is a great place for everybody to come and eat, because America is a great place for anybody to come, learn, live, and prosper, and get some pancakes and eggs and shit. And by removing everything about your brand, and I'm not talking about this from a big perspective. Let's narrow down on just the marketing side of it. Why this is such a terrible idea. When you remove all the things that make you authentically extra, it would be like me removing every flag. It would be like me removing every joke that I play and little details within the labels that most people have never seen before. But I like having little gems hidden in all of my products. And if you look at them and you find them, post them, tag me about it, and I will be very happy. I'll probably send you something cool, because that's what I wanted. But here's a little story for you. I was born in 1990, all right? That means I am an older millennial, and I got to experience a lot of different things. I was alive before cell phones were a thing. I was alive before people had computers in their house. The internet was not a thing until in like people's homes until like the late 90s, mid 2000s. Most people didn't have that. They all had landlines. I remember a rotary phone when I was a kid at my grandma's house. So one of the things that I authentically remember about my childhood is Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese was the place where you could go and get AIDS. You could get fucking rat pizza, and it is delicious. It is crazy. And I'm sorry, there's an accident over here, and I'm just going to make sure that I don't die because I don't want my own while I ride. So when my son turned 2, my wife was like, where do you want his birthday party to be? And I was like, listen, Chuck E. Cheese. I want to take my 2-year-old sniffling, germ-ridden child to a place where he can get rat pizza and run around and definitely come home with some sort of illness that I'm going to contract to. But while he's there, it's going to be corny, it's going to be terrible, and it's going to be so much fun because that's what I signed up for. I signed up for goofy. I signed up for terrible. I signed up for the things that I know that Chuck E. Cheese does right, which is allow kids to have a good time. And when we went there, it looked like a medical office. They have art on the walls, and instead of the animatronic robots, they put gray flooring down. They put gray walls, and it literally looks like I'm in the doctor's office with like corny art. It's depressing. The biggest part was the employee change. They don't wear the stripy colors anymore. They all wear blue polos. That's it. The employees didn't care at all. They didn't want to be there, which is understandable. It's a minimum wage job. But nobody cared about anything. And like, there was not that many arcade games. The pizza there were so many bad things because they pulled away from all the things that made Chuck E. Cheese authentically extra and just made some faceless place where you can get crappy pizza and spend way too much money on arcade games. I could have just did that anyway, anywhere else. Like, when you remove all the extra stuff from your logo, when you remove all the extra stuff from the inside of your restaurant, you are just a roadside diner now, and you've completely walked away from everything that makes your brand special. Everything about your brand's identity is now gone. Who are you, Crackle Barrel? What do you do now? What is Chuck E. Cheese? And I'll tell you what Chuck E. Cheese is. It's a ghost kitchen. That's all it is. It's just a place where you can sell pizza and hope that people spend money on arcade games. There's nothing special about it anymore. Nobody cares anymore about anything. And I don't like that, because I think that when you remove meaning from stuff, It's just transactional. What's the point? And that means something to me because, like in my videos about the warehouse, you buy from House of Gains, you're not just buying protein powder from me. You're not just buying pre-workout. You're not just buying a greens or a smoothie. You're buying into the dream. You are buying into the idea of growing a culture, Central Pennsylvania especially, but within the United States or maybe the world one day, to make a better type of business that people can enjoy authentically. Though I will lose customers as I lean into my brand identity, and I will gain customers as I lean into my brand identity. But the most important thing is when you have a brand identity, that you do not betray your avatars. You do not betray the people that built you. Now, the Cracker Barrel is going to this whitewashed, modern, roadside diner scenario, removing all the things that make them authentic. They have said to their customers, we don't like you. You are nothing to us but a credit card receipt. That's what that says. And to me, it's indicative of a much bigger problem, which is people pulling away from things that mean something for transactional behavior. Transactional behavior is fine if you're at a gas station. But even then, ask anybody from Jersey how they feel about Wawa. Wawa knows this. Ask any from Pennsylvania what they feel about Sheetz, or people from Maryland about Royal Farms, the Midwest about Come and Goes. Gas stations have an identity too. And Cracker Barrel doesn't understand that. And I know this because I watched the CEO's video, and she is a turd. Turd. That is what happens when rich people who grow up not around Americans try to revamp things that Americans actually like. So I can look at this lady and I can tell that she has never woken up half drunk on a Sunday morning and been like, oh man, I could definitely go for some barrel right now. Or she's never left church and been like, I definitely want to stand in line for 30 minutes and then sit down at a sticky table and wait 20 minutes for a waiter to come over and then 20 more minutes for food because I want to go to Cracker Barrel on a Sunday morning after church because for some reason that's what we do. I can guarantee she never did it. So when she became the CEO, she's just like, this is stupid. These people are poor. They're dumb Americans. And what they need is an intellectual like me with glasses to tell you what the future is going to be like here in America. And I hope that everybody sees what she's and absolutely fucking rejects it. Reject it. Reject modernity. It is terrible. America is a great place. It has great history, and we should embrace it. The good and the bad, especially the bad. If we embrace it, we're allowing ourselves to reflect upon it. Look at the things that we've done in our past, recognize it as an absurdity that we should never have done it, joke about it, and fucking move on. But don't take away, don't wash over the things that make us great. It's the only country in the world that had such a big problem and then fixed it. We fixed it, and we're still consistently fixing it. So this stuff just doesn't. It's just corny, rich people behavior. It's private equity bullshit. Don't endorse it. I'm still probably going to go to Cracker Barrel every now and then, but if I walk in and I see art on the walls, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not coming back here. I'll just go to the diner down the street and get the same egg. And the reason I say that last part is because what's the difference between me and Amazon? You can buy almost everything in my store online from Amazon for a similar, if not probably a little bit more, but you'll get faster shipping, you'll get probably better customer service because they have 1 billion people that work for them. What's the difference? And I know this as a guy who has a brand and a store and customers, and the difference is the experience. The difference between you and everybody else with unlimited money for resources, AI software, plugins, all these different programs, the difference between you and them is the experience that you give. And if you take away everything that makes you authentic, you're just a diner. If I took away everything that makes me authentic, I would just be GNC. You know what I mean? And my customers don't want that. They don't want me to be just another store. They want me to be authentic. They want me to be extra because that's what makes them happy. So don't abandon your base. Lean into them. Let them know you love them. Let them know you appreciate them. And they will repay you in dividends, sales over the years. They will recommend you to people because they know that you want the next person that they recommend to have the exact same amazing experience that you did. I love talking about Cracker Barrel because I used to love telling people that I go there. And now I can't because I'm like, well, It's corny now. And not in a good way. I wish it was corny in a bad way. That's what I wanted. So it's just sad to see like such a great American thing hire an Ivy League marketer who has no ties to actual Americans. People that drive forklifts for a living, people that drive trucks for a living, people that watch your kids serve your food. We're the ones that built this country. Not private equity, not rich fucking kids, spoiled brats. Us.